Big ass shoulders are in there, dude.
Look, gotta be in there.
All right, dude. Cleaning boots. You ready? When's the last time you've done this?
Bro, it's been, I ain't gonna lie, it's been a few months, bro, since I even touched mine. As you can tell, how dusty these things are.
So, like, first thing I like to do is hit it with a like a horsehair brush, dude.
All right.
So I got two of them, one for each of us.
Nice.
Just knock off that dirt.
Well, before we do that, introduce them to the channel, bro.
Oh, this is Iron and Leather. This is like my best bud, Preston.
Big dog.
Damn, we've been friends, what now, like 6 years?
6 years now. Yeah. It's been a minute, man.
Yeah.
So, and we just now coming up with this channel and stuff like that too. So, which is another thing. It took a little too long. I say we a lot of talking and not enough doing. So, but I mean, this is more of like a passion project. Just two buddies, just trying to figure out, bring you guys content on, just everyday stuff, man. Stuff that sometimes we don't see other people bring.
Stuff we
enjoy stuff like that too. So. As y'all stay tuned, as y'all watch us and our journey and stuff like that, and watch us just being two dudes out here in West Texas enjoying life, man. Hopefully y'all find something in this content that y'all enjoy and like and want to stick around. So without further ado, our first episode is cleaning boots because we've both been neglecting
so we're going to clean these boots up, chit chat a little, like catch up. It's been a while since I've seen Preston.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I said, first thing I like to do is hit it with like a horsehair brush, knock off some of that dirt.
Oh yeah, bro. Mine's have been dusty, bro. I need that. You know why? I need more places to go. That's what it is. And then also too, guys, if y'all got any suggestions too, we would love to hear it too. So make sure y'all in the comment section, chatting it up with us, man. We're just two regular dudes, man. But don't be mean, because I'll come find you. I'm just kidding. Oh, and I have these are black pythons from Alphaware.
Those are caimans, my guy.
Oh, my bad. Cayman. My fault. It was the other brown pair that I had. That pythons. Yeah.
These are a black ostrich. They're kind of old, from a brand called Larry Mahan. Just kind of like a famous rodeo guy. So pick these up. I thought they were interesting.
Would you get those? You get those new?
I actually bought these used, dude.
Oh, okay.
So like that's like a thing I've been on. Just trying to find deals on used boots. Learned it from a guy named Jeremiah Craig here on YouTube.
Okay.
He has a very interesting channel. He's been doing it for like a lot of years. And he's like, you can get like some really good deals on used boots.
Mm-hmm.
So like I picked these up for $60, and they've been good to me. It's about time for a resole on these.
Okay. How you gonna go about doing that? You anybody local here?
So there's like a few dudes out here. I'm also curious about going to Mexico, dude, seeing if there's like a price difference.
Well, we are right here on the border, so.
Interesting fact, like right now, Mexico's probably doing like most of the boots for like these big brands.
The big brands and stuff like that? What, the whole boot or
like the whole boot? They're contracting it to Mexico. Leon is like mostly like it's now considered the boot capital of the world.
Oh wow. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will drop interesting facts here and there. It might be random, but just listen, you know what I mean? We like to be like that. We like to be random when we talk. But now you bought new, right? Because mine's these cameras right here are brand new, and I knew it took a big wear in period, And to me, still my size 13, these still like are breaking in, what I mean? And I've had these for 2 years now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it feels like you still have to break in because you brought used ones. You know what I'm saying? It was a break in for you. Like, is there any difference you think from what you bought new to
So
used?
buying new to used, so I would say the break in, you still have to break them in
Mm-hmm.
just because it's a leather insole, like a traditionally made cowboy boot.
Got you.
So the previous owner, their foot shape's a little bit different than my foot shape.
I can see that. Okay.
But on the flexing on top of the vamp,
Mm,
nah, pretty good.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Which I feel
And
like that's where most of for me, from when I bought my 3 new used
yeah,
ones, new ones, the vamp portion is where the most of the breaking
break in, right?
that needs to happen.
I
So,
agree. Like
and,
I'm currently wearing the Justin Caymans.
mhm.
I got these as like a gift to myself for Father's Day. Dude, it's killing the top of my feet.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah, yeah.
breaking.
The breaking portion. But I feel like once the breaking also is the mold to your feet too. Is
Yeah.
what I'm noticing too. So the more you get to wear them, they flexing and all that stuff too,
Mhm.
the walking, whatever else you're doing in it, working in it. I feel like um, it does help assist that. Break in period. But
Yeah.
talking to you and stuff like that too. Chit chat through text and whatnot, and all the other getting up and stuff like that. There's a lot of different brands that have, from what I'm gathering, different break-in periods too, depending on the
Absolutely.
leather and stuff like that too, right?
Yeah.
Now, do you feel like it's more of a leather thing, or is it more of
I
a
think
brand type
I think
thing?
it's a combination of both. I was just watching a video on elephant boots.
Mm.
Um, the guy wore them for about every day for about 4 months before they broke in, because elephant's just
Ooh-wee.
like a extremely strong leather. So I think it could be the brand was Tony Lama, so
Okay.
very well known brand,
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like home here to El Paso.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, like I found that very interesting that because like elephant obviously a big strong animal, the
Yeah.
leather's a lot stronger, so break-ins is a lot
Yeah,
longer.
yeah. I would say it'd be a lot longer, but again, I wonder if the quality of how they different brands maybe stretched out
I think
the
so.
leather too, right?
Yeah,
Like you get a pair of Tony Lamas, but compare that to like say Lucchese's or like a Justin pair or something like that, right? That say that they're getting elephant. Is it one of those ones where like you find out like it might not be exactly that leather, it might be a
yeah,
faux leather or something like that?
yeah. Where they'll say the boot's 100% leather, and then they'll say like style elephant, and we do see that sometimes where it's a print, and what they're saying, it is 100% leather, but they're not telling you that it's 100% cow leather,
I
and
got you.
and it's not that it's in a style of an animal, not leather of that animal.
Of that animal, I got you. So obviously, like with everything,
Yeah,
wording you got to pay attention to when you're looking at if you want specifically that actual leather or not. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Not a leather looking version of that.
And you see that mostly with like I don't want to say the lower end brands, but
Hmm.
your topper like your higher end brands, your
Hmm.
Blackjack, your Lucchese,
Hmm.
both which are also made here. You're going to get the like authentic leather.
Yeah, I got you. But it comes with that price tag too,
Yeah.
though. So
Like when we went to the Lucchese store, we're talking. Did we see anything under $1,000?
no, not at all, man. It was almost like if I'm trying to get a belt from Walmart and I go to the Gucci store, I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, man, wait, $800? No, I'm good. I'm okay. I don't need that. I don't need that belt that bad. You know what I mean? Just because it got a couple G's on it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So no, that's very interesting though. Like as we dive deep too, you know what I'm saying, into like because we're hobbyists at
Yeah.
best, right? You know what I mean? So and we're just like probably most of you guys, where these channels you find them and you find them at well later on into to their journey and stuff like that, and they're telling you about this, that, and the third. But then again, you're not knowing what's from Adam to Eve. You know what I'm saying? So for us, we're learning it. This is a hobby. We're trying to grow a little bit. So and then just like more utilize this as another way to like catch up and just talk about talk about more things. You know what I mean? More hobbies that we already have, from cars to you know um, obviously boots and Western wear and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and the times we get away from being, fathers and stuff like that too. So,
Absolutely. We
but
like to go shooting every now and
yeah,
then
we
too.
do. Nice cigars, here and there.
Yeah.
I'm more of the drinker of us, so I had some good whiskeys and stuff like that too. But yeah, it's just more of like we utilize a lot of our hobbies as just more of just like camaraderie. You know what I mean? Especially when you don't have a far view in between people or like minded and want to do the things, or they're all
Yeah.
talk and stuff like that, and they don't want to commit to like doing stuff. But yeah, going around to like some of these stores, like you see the quality difference and stuff like that. Even like from the type of shirts you get to the jeans and stuff like that,
Yeah.
different cuts and stuff, and um, it's very interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like just like when any other type of whether it be sports brands or or athletic wear stuff like that. Just how different qualities can be. You know what I mean, between the same thing that says the same thing.
Yeah.
So. But now we all brushed up and stuff like that. I think I
So
cleaned
I
the dust
wanted to
off
show
pretty
you
well.
something new. So this is a welt brush.
Gotcha.
Around here, like a traditionally made cowboy boot.
Yeah.
This is a wide square toe with a double stitch welt.
Mm-hmm.
So this just gets up in that little crack, dude.
All right, let me go ahead and get to business on that. And yeah, we purposely did this to have to show a little difference. I know there are different type of toe ends, what I'm saying, that you can do, but we just wanted to show the drag difference up close too, because sometimes you don't see that either. You'll see just square toes or you see round toes or something like that, but you don't see them side by side. So when you're trying to go shopping and stuff like that, you can see what styles you already would like to have more of or not. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Shafts are about the same. Obviously, my shoe is bigger than it is, so I'm gonna have a little bit more shaft. But even the shafts, we notice too when we're going around, you have the boot, from your boot cut down of your jean, but it could be a really short shaft. You know what I mean? If you're not one of those type of guys that like to really have it all the way up to your calf and stuff. So there's a lot of different shopping and things to kind of look out for. And then at the end of the day, man, like just like me and him talk about, you got to shop for what's going to be your style, your comfortability, man. Don't let people can influence, here and there about like, oh yeah, you should get this, you should get that. But at the end of the day, man, like you're gonna find out what works best for you and then make it your own. That's how we do. So I traditionally like more square toe. That's what I have, all upstairs. I think because I'm a thicker boy, you know what I'm saying? Um, I like mine's more square because it just helps even my whole frame out a little bit more. But I'm not opposed to having like I want to have a round toe and stuff like that too. But I know with Clark though, he likes the round toe a little bit more, and it fits him. It fits his styling and stuff like that too. So I don't know. Not trying to hijack and tell you what your style is, but
I
it's one of those
absolutely agree. And then within round toe, dude, like I don't know if you know this, there's different styles
in too. Yeah.
So for example, these are very traditional. This is known as a J toe.
Oh, see, I'm learning something too, y'all. So that's why I'm following along too. So I didn't know that. So how many different I would say round toes have you seen or rounded toes
that I personally own?
Yeah,
I got 3 different.
Okay.
So J toe, which is kind of pointy.
Okay.
An R toe, which is like slightly wider, and then you do have like U toes, which are very like wide round toes.
Oh, okay. So similar. So you would say more like a blend between these two right here?
Yeah. Okay. But it's still rounded.
Rounded, yeah.
You also have narrow square toe, which I do like. I would say.
Now I did see some of those, but I feel like my toe is gonna be throwing up gang signs, bro. If I put my foot in that.
So like Preston says, like wide square toe is my least. Well, maybe not my least because there's something called snip toe, which us being right on the border. We do see a lot of boots. They're mostly from Mexico, the snip toe, and that's like the one that's very pointy and curls up a little.
Oh yeah, I've seen those. Yeah.
So that's known as a snip toe.
Isn't that what's it called? More like a vaquero style or something like that too?
Vaquero style, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I noticed that too, depending on like the community it's coming from, right? You know what I mean? They tend to favor some tend to favor other boots over others, you know what I mean? Or styling wise, right? To make it like, hey, nah, I know when I see that belongs to that community, you know what I'm saying? Or that's a styling for that community and stuff like that too.
Right now, popular, I would say like nothing beats the white square toe
Yeah,
popularity, especially
popularity
like what we're
wise,
seeing here in Texas,
yeah,
West Texas.
that's like I think that's like the go-to, and also
Yeah,
seeing in like too where it's like not only the go-to, but from us going around and stuff like that, I think the most affordable entry. You know what I
yeah.
mean? A lot of it I see like
Almost
with
all of
the
it's going to be
square,
white
with
square
the
toe.
wide square toe. Um, but I also think that's probably like from a, if I can guess, from a maker's standpoint, right, to
Hmm.
get people into the wear or the culture and stuff like
Yeah,
that too. You know, um, one thing I say, I mean, the boots are, you know, they can get very pricey very quick and stuff like that too.
yeah, absolutely.
But I feel like overall, depending on the level you get in the wearability, you know, that you have, like how often you're wearing it, you're still gonna get the most bang for your buck compared to, I say, with some sneakers and stuff like that that will
Oh
cost
no,
that or
absolutely, dude.
more. You know what I mean? And if you wear
Um,
it around the same, that sneaker's gonna just wear out
yeah,
more no matter what.
like I have Converse or like Nikes
Yeah,
that I paid the same amount for as like a pair of boots,
yeah,
and yeah, the durability is like nowhere near the same.
exactly. Yeah, and my pair, my go to and like my, if I had to say I had an everyday wear boot would, because I am heavier too, you know, that's another thing too. I think people don't take into consideration weight differences either. You know what I mean? And sometimes us bigger fellas, we need a little bit more cushion. You know what I mean in our boots. So one of my favorite pairs is the Ariats. You know what I mean that I
Okay,
have
yeah,
upstairs. You know, I just feel like I don't know, like that's a good like middle of the road or everyday wear type boot.
no,
You know what I
I
mean?
agree. Especially like when you get into the area, they have something called Step Tech,
Hmm.
which is like a they nail down foam to the inside of the boot to
Yeah, I've
make
been
an
seeing
insole.
that
It's like
too.
a similar to like a sneaker.
Sneaker, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
versus like a traditional cowboy boot, which is just like a slab of leather.
Leather, yeah, and you get
Yeah,
that, you get the.
you get like the comfortability of a sneaker,
I was
but
about to say, yeah, you get the
like a
best of
dirt.
kind of both worlds a little
Yeah,
bit, right? To where like at the end of the day, like we like to say in the South, your toes ain't, feet ain't barking. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't feel like you got to go soak them. You know what I mean? Just to
yeah,
relieve the pain and stuff like that from wearing the weather, leather all day
leather.
and stuff like that too. So, um, yeah, I mean, it's as we dive deeper too, it's like it's cool seeing, once you get into a hobby and you start learning about it, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like how much of a difference everything could be, you know what I
yeah.
mean?
You
And
like with everything, there's like super luxury. There's super entry
yeah,
level. I mean, we're just here trying to learn.
yeah, exactly too. So and have fun doing it,
Yeah,
because one thing there could be something very interesting, but there's always a way to suck the life out of it. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like and get too, I'm like too and then too much in the how would you say it? Like, too deep into it versus just the enjoyment, right? And
Yeah,
so it can take the enjoyment out of
no,
doing the
absolutely.
content or going out and finding, hey, you know what? I like these type of vehicles or I like this type of boot. I'm not going to dive deep too much and be like, hey, man, this shaft is like 1.2 inches too high for my liking. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely.
So and you get people like that,
Yeah,
and nothing to them or worry about that. But my only thing is just try to like not let that like deter you from something
yeah.
that you actually like and stuff like that
Also,
too.
don't listen to like an influencer when he's like, I only wear Luke Casey's. I know there's this one guy who hangs out with like Andrew Tate, and that's all he pushes. And I'm like, I like you. You're supposed to be uplifting guys. You're supposed to
Yeah,
be encouraging men to
but
be
then
better.
what?
And then you're saying like, all I wear is an $800 boot, and I'm like,
Right?
well, most of us can't afford
You
that.
exactly. If you're not buying $800 boot, you're not a real man. It's like, bro,
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
What are you talking about,
Like I
man?
got bills to
Yeah, yeah,
pay.
yeah. I got a life. I mean, I'm
like
not average
like
by no means, but I got a life, man. Like I'm trying to have something. I'm not trying to eat ramen. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like the whole time, no additives. I can't even put protein in this. Can't even put one egg in it because I already spent my 25 cents on a pack of ramen. Might be 27 cents. I don't know now.
oh,
Plus taxes.
dude, it's getting up there. I mean,
Yeah.
you're behind the times. I think it's
Hey,
40
hey,
cents now.
well, how they say back in my day, they were less than 20 cents.
All right. So like once we have like our boots brushed, I like to go in there with a saddle soap.
Okay.
Um, this is like the most common brand of saddle soap. I got it off Amazon along with all the brushes. And then I hit it with like a circular brush. My favorite way is to put a tiny bit of water in the saddle soap,
Okay.
and then we lather it up with that brush. I don't know if you want me or you to go first.
Now you go first, so I can
So
I can watch.
I'm
Now,
gonna take one
are
of
you
these
putting
boots
on
here.
is because of the saddle you call it
Saddle soap.
saddle soap, right?
Yeah,
Is because of how thick it is why you put the water in to kind of loosen it up,
yeah.
make it easy to
It's almost
apply.
like a clay.
I got you.
And I put a little too much water. Normally we would use less water, but oh well, dude.
Yeah, that's
Too
fine.
much soap's not gonna kill us.
It is soap. I mean, we do want to clean, right?
And then I try and go in like a circular motion
I got
all
you.
over the vamp. Try and get in that welt. Or just try and get it like yellow looking because that's the color of the soap.
Yeah.
Make sure it's not like a darker.
Nah, but little goes a long way,
Yeah.
as y'all can see.
Some people like to clean the shafts. Other people are like, why do I need to clean the shafts? It's behind my jean all day. It never sees the sunlight or the
Sunlight,
dirt.
okay. But for you, how would you
I go up
treat
all the
it?
way, dude.
Okay.
I don't know. It's kind of like a personal preference, I guess.
But you know what, too, I would say depending on the style of boot and how we was talking about earlier, the difference in leather. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I guess also too, it'll depend. It's like, I'm just more concerned about the leather that actually shows, whether it be
Which is
whatever
a
type of
vamp,
the animal is, right? You know, because most times you see it, not all. You get those mid tiers where it's not the full animal leather, right? It'd be mixed, half and half. So,
which is like the most common.
yeah.
Where you'll have your vamp, the bottom of the boot be the exotic leather, and then the top will either be a goat or a cow leather.
Yeah, because I mean, honestly, unless you're wearing it with shorts the whole time, running out to get the mail or get the mail and stuff like that. Most of the time, you paying for what is being seen. You know what I mean, too. So,
but you do got dudes that rock them with shorts. Mexican OT, like very famous rapper.
Yeah, I seen that too.
He just out there in his boots and shorts.
And that's why I said earlier too, make it your own. You know what I mean? Because you got, we got musicians, artists and all that stuff. That reason why sometimes we copy their style and stuff like that because it looks cool. You know what I mean? But it's their style because they owned it. You know what I mean? So I would say definitely, whatever you do, just do that. You know what I mean? Own whatever you're gonna wear.
If you go too like thick on the soap, you can always just like rub it down with some water.
Yeah. Just like your dishes, guys, not rocket science. Rinse it off. How's work, man, bro? That's where I meant to been asking you, man, because I know you've been working some hours too, man.
Work's work.
Yeah.
When you're working for Uncle Sam, it's like not always exciting.
You ain't got much of a choice either when you do certain stuff.
Same for you?
Yeah, man. I mean, you know how it is with the rotations and stuff like that too, man. So it's one of those ones where it's like, hey, man, sometimes, the 9 to 5 is, it's nice, you know what I'm saying, or more of a Monday through Friday, but then again, you know how it is over where I work at, how slow it can get too. So you can get a lot of extra stuff done that you normally couldn't, or you have to wait for on the weekend, to get done and stuff like that too. So
then I usually just wipe it down with like microfiber.
Okay.
Get some of that excess off. Okay, so my favorite boot conditioner is Bic 4. I would say it's very popular. What's great about this is it doesn't change the color of your leather.
Which I heard that was another big concern sometimes on,
Yeah,
depending
so
on the conditioner that you get, it'll change it. If
yeah,
it's black, but it don't turn out to be black or brown, stuff like that too.
yeah, very common, dude. And especially when you're getting into like these higher end boots. Let's say you're paying $300 for a boot, and you just really like that color.
Yeah,
it's going to suck that you just cleaned them, hit them with a boot conditioner, and now they're no longer that color. They got darker, or maybe they got lighter. Most common is darker, but
I heard with the drying and stuff like that, ends up doing that too. Yeah,
but Big Four, it keeps the color, so
that's good.
It's not expensive either.
And a little, and I take a lot of it. I mean, it lasts for a while too.
Yeah. So I usually do toe all the way to the top of the vamp.
Okay.
And then just massage it in.
Gotcha.
You know, like those late lonely nights.
When you by yourself. Like, why are you whispering, bro? I mean, my bad.
Again, some dudes don't like to do the shaft. I do.
Okay. Well, it's good that we have two different boots and two different styles too, because I'm just doing the show part, and he's over there showing how he does the whole boot. So.
So once it's like nice and absorbed, dude, I like to go in with the same brush we started with.
And brush it off.
Brush off the excess.
Gotcha. Different technique for cleaning the boots and shining them up compared to when I was in the service and stuff like that. Without the Navy, when we had to spit shine and make sure they mirrored. You know what I mean? Some of these kids don't know about this these days.
Dude, they're used to wearing the desert tan boots.
Yeah, right. That's it. You know, amongst all the branches now. You know what I mean? It seems like that's a normal footwear.
So
I'm that guy. Back in my day. Back in my Navy. Like, bro, chill out, man. Chill out, dog.
So these are an older pair of boots. So I wanted to like show something to you.
Okay.
You see how like the color, because they are vintage.
Right.
It's slowly starting to chip.
Though, yeah.
So that's when you go in with like something like a shoe cream.
And you kind of fill it in cracks.
You fill in the cracks.
Okay.
And then
well, I guess it also
I
helps
just put a little on my finger, and then on those cracks where like the paint is starting to chip, that dye, just rub it in.
Oh, okay, I see. Kind of fill it in, like if you had like one of the paint pens on the car or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Fill out scratches and stuff like that too.
So it just fills in those scratches.
Well, his pair is a lot older than mine, so I don't have those same issues just yet. So mine is actually pretty well, like not necessarily kept, but like it's still a baby compared to his. You know what I'm saying? So it's been around a little bit longer than mine. So
I would say these boots are probably close to 20 years old.
Yeah.
There's no date, but a lot of these boots, they'll have date stamps on them.
On the inside of the shaft?
On the inside of the shaft.
Let's see. Are you a liar, sir?
No, I'm being serious. Some boots have date stamps.
No, I'm just kidding, man. I just don't see one on mine. Maybe they couldn't afford the ink for that part.
That's very possible.
You know, maybe they just ran out of ink, man.
Something after like I do these boots, so like I currently have shoe trees in mine.
Okay.
I like to use shoe trees. They're very cheap, very affordable, and it just keeps that like wrinkles away. if that makes sense.
No, it does, and I can see
Um,
that from the sitting if you don't wear them that often and all that stuff too.
I usually throw in a shaft shaper. Well, not a shaft shaper because I'm poor, but I'll throw in like a pool noodle, and that just makes sure it's like
Not poor, bro. We're more on the economic side of stuff. You know, we're not not broke, but you know, we gotta look on the affordability side of stuff.
yeah. So you can go to Dollar Tree, get some pool noodles, and you can like easily make like 3 shaft shapers out of them. The shaft shaper, all it is it goes inside the shaft to
I call that being smart, bro.
keep the shape.
You know what I'm saying?
I like to
Get
order stuff off Amazon, so sometimes like I'll just grab the cardboard, like shove it in there.
whatever works,
Whatever,
man.
yeah,
You
right.
know, I don't need nothing with a fancy name attached to it, and I got to pay extra
Yeah.
$75.
Maybe one day we'll get to the point where we're over here like, nah, I only want that cedar wood shaft shaper.
Because it gives the golf a great smell. You know what I would do? I'll put some trees in there. You know, I want mine to smell like black ice. You know what I'm saying? Some vanilla. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I like
Some
that,
cherry
dude.
blossom. I'll just hang some, right on the inside. And so every time I come in there, I'm like, man, why you sniffing your boots? You wouldn't
I'm just
understand.
saying.
You wouldn't understand. But you know what? I think we gotta have money to where we don't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that I don't care money.
I agree.
Maybe our viewpoints have changed at that
Where
point.
the shaft shapers are more than the like budget pair of boots.
Or who knows? We still go shop, go get the pool noodles, you know what I'm saying?
So yeah,
be very interesting, you know what I mean? Getting to that spot. See how it is.
I agree. I think we did a good job. How do you feel?
I mean, I don't know if you can see them from here though. I feel like there's a definitely a significant difference from the clean to not clean side too, which is pretty cool. We did one at a time versus both, so we can actually see up close. You know what I'm saying? Like how much of a significance it did change. You know what I'm saying? From just a regular brush off to actually cleaning them up. Conditioning them and stuff like that too. So
definitely, and one looks black, the other one looks black adjacent.
Yeah. It's like, faded. I got it. Got it. At the end of the day, man, y'all, just like us, we, even the entry level, boot, we pay a good bit of money for. So, and with anything, if you do care about it, you want to take care of it as long as possible,
Absolutely.
You don't want to just like be sitting out here just wasting money, throwing money out. Cause we do that, all the time, whether it be order too much food, you know what I mean? Or we buy the wrong thing off of, from the store and then turns around, we buy too much of it and the rest of it goes to waste, So there's little things like that. It's just like, it's how kind of I like to shop. I like to make sure like not only am I getting something that I like, but I get the most use out of it too.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I feel like when you do that and take care of your stuff, you show pride in what you got, the stuff you're getting and everything like that too. So I guess that'd be my little tidbit. Just take pride in what you get. You know what I mean? It's yours. You spend your hard-earned money, getting and stuff like that, and then don't let nobody else take that joy away from you because it's not their cup of tea. I'm trying not to cuss, you know what I'm saying, but really don't want to. But you know where I'm going at with that. F them, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, nobody's going to tell you, nobody wants to spend the money how you want to spend your money, or they can have all the opinions they want about it. But again, they're not out there working and earning the check that you get. You know what I mean? So
I'd say a big thing is if you're getting into something like a hobby like this is a hobby for us.
Yeah.
Do what you can afford.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
because hey man, when I was
it may not be
when I started, when I started before I stopped for a while and I started my strongman stuff, I couldn't afford some of the gear that people getting, like the belts and all that stuff. So I was like, hey, make yourself strong enough so you don't need the gear. And then whatever gear you can get, take care of it, So a lot of my gear was like hand-me-downs and stuff like that, but even when I went to gyms and trained with stones or, farmer handles, stuff like that, I still went in those places treating it as if it was my own. Like I spent my own money because, whatever membership I was paying and stuff like that too, that was part of, my community, my time, but my wrist straps, the certain lifting shoes I got and all that stuff, man, like I still have that stuff, you know what I mean? Like it didn't go away. And I've been doing, I stopped doing strongman for probably like 5 years now or so, but lifting though, I've been doing it for over 20 years. So it's one of those ones, I still got stuff from when I first started, never got rid of and all that stuff, unless it was like maybe bands or something like that. But I really try to take care of my stuff because, I never know when I could be able to afford something else. And that's like most of us out here, we never know. Today might be the best day, to afford whatever it is at that time to afford, and it's like, all right, well, if I did that and I saved up or I worked for it, it's like I might as well try to make it last as long as it possibly can. So same with this might be a hobby. Same with strongman was a hobby for me. You know what I mean? But again, I'm not going to just treat it as if it's just something that's just like, all right, just throw away or about that, because we spend a lot of money. These boots aren't cheap. You know what I mean, at all. So even like I said, even the most affordable one in a sense aren't cheap. But a lot of it, like I said, in this style, and like I said right earlier, this is like it's worth the money. You know what I'm saying? If you're investing into it and stuff like that too.
But we also like hope to bring you content where just because something's an affordable brand doesn't mean it's the best option.
Best option though, yeah.
Yeah. So like we'll probably do some maybe Tacova versus Ariat.
Yeah, we can do that too.
Tacova is like very popular. They make songs about Tacova. But Ariat's a lot cheaper.
Cheaper though, yeah. A lot more.
And then we'll do the opposite, like Alpha Western Wind. Very affordable.
Very affordable.
Is it truly better than to like save up a little bit and get to that area?
Yeah, and then quality, right? Because at the end of the day, no matter what you're spending, you're still quantity. I mean, quality always beats the quantity. You know what I'm saying? So we want to make sure, like, I'm saving $20 over here. Is it really worth the $20 versus spending, that extra 20 to get a better made boot altogether?
Absolutely.
And again, our opinions on better made boots might differ from yours. You know what I'm saying? Like we might like Justin's over Tacova or Tony Lama because it's here. You know what I mean? We end up my favoring that, over say Ariat or even something like that. You know what I mean? So
we are lucky, dude.
But we are, because we do have a lot in this area though too, man.
Almost every major boot maker like
has his own like store too. Yeah. So we being out here in West Texas, we are very, very, I would say fortunate, very, very blessed, to have all that stuff. And then I guess help you guys, if y'all want to listen to our opinion or not, you know what I mean? Like give you guys not only good content, but good feedback on, for the everyday man, you know what I mean? Because we're not, like I said, we're not these super big influencers or nothing like that either, that got all this money just to dump, you know what I'm saying? Into,
or even worse than that, dude, the influencers that are being paid for the reviews.
And those are paid, those paid promotions, what I mean? Versus being legit promotion of a product because they really actually like it,
but I would not say no if like a brand wants to send us a free pair of boots. But
no,
don't expect us to like glaze them.
Yeah, because I still rather be. That's when it ends up tending to be like, I guess, some of the issue too, right? Because it ends up being to where an influencer come reach out somebody or a big brand or maker, but they want you to favor their stuff for a paycheck. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'd rather just not get as much for it. You know what I mean? In my opinion, and give you guys the honest review. Because no need for us to say glaze somebody about and we don't like it at all. We don't agree with even a value system and none of that stuff. And then we're over telling you, oh yeah, you guys should definitely get these, and talking trash about something that we actually feel like it's the better boot, you know what I mean? Or better, whether it be shirt or, pants or, hats or anything like that. So I know for us, like, I think we talked about it too, and that's why we've been rocking with each other for so long too. It's just one of those ones, like, integrity is like the big thing, you know what I mean? And I'd rather be honest with you guys and not liked than liked by many and not honest, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like Clark, without speaking for him, I feel like he's been operating in that realm too. So
absolutely. I fell into this rabbit hole of like watching influencers, and like when we were talking earlier, I'm like, man, I feel like they liked me.
Yeah.
Like I went out, I spent the money on like what they recommended, and I found a more affordable option that I felt was better.
Yeah. And like I said, that it goes, you can get the recommendations, but then you tell there's a fine line between overglazing a product, right? And give me your honest review, right? Because at the end of the day, influencers are exactly that. They're going to influence
Influence.
your purchase or whatever
Yeah.
you deem that you want to do, you know? So it's like, I know I wouldn't feel right sending you guys out there to get something, you know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, you know, talking about it.
Yeah.
And the whole time I'm like, man, I would never will
Well,
buy that.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
hate it. My feet ate that, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's with everything in life, man, not just like, you know, on our channel with, you know, our hobby or whatever, like y'all coming along the journey, but just with everything in life, man, like I feel like you go a lot more places and you help a lot more people out leading with honesty than it is about just trying to get a paycheck. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
absolutely.
So, um,
Like I would say, like a deep thing for our channel is probably going to be like being honest,
yeah,
giving real thoughts, um, and then probably we'll talk about boots a lot, but we're going to talk about other stuff too.
yeah, we are because there's a
Um,
lot more hobbies that we got. It's not just
like
not just the
Preston,
boots.
like Preston says, he's really big into lifting.
I am. So y'all will
Um,
get lifting content. Sometimes it'll be mixed in a little bit with
yeah,
this channel. Then I have a separate channel too under, you know, under our channel, you know, like a leg, just for gym content, you know. There's certain things y'all want to go over, whether it be not only just like the lifting aspect, but form, you know,
mhm,
dieting, all that other stuff, you know. And I say dieting because that's a fad word, but it's really about what you're eating, your calories in, calories out, you know. But other stuff like that, you know, we can go over that, you know. Clark, on the other hand, he's like a lot more knowledgeable about, like, you know, cars and all those stuff too. So he can
yeah.
bring you stuff like that, you
We both
know.
like cars.
We both like it, but
We
shoot,
just
sometimes I learn a lot more from him than I do myself, you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So
Well,
from
we
my
have
own
our
research,
differences in cars too.
yeah, for
You
sure.
being a Mopar guy, I'm very loyal to GM.
Yep, I'm a definitely a big Mopar guy. So,
Um,
but
and
he's impartial to GM and
yeah,
stuff. But
I,
we still find cars, you know, that we
yeah,
like. I'm more um, American
yeah,
style cars too. He's
yeah.
more, you know, foreign and
You know me. I do.
foreign and international stuff like that too. You
Do you like
know,
driving me a German luxury car?
exactly. You know, and I'm like, hey man, where's that Challenger at or something like that? You know what I mean? Sure. I mean, even now, I mean, I drive around and he drives a Mercedes. So, you know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah,
one of those ones where it's like, well, we found a way to come together, still have like
yeah,
likes, you know what I mean, on everything too. So, yeah, like, and then you'll see more content as we come along and, you know, as we grow and, you know,
absolutely.
and it's just like, you know, everyday like talk. It's not always going to be just about, sometimes it will set up the camera and just be talking to you guys, you know, about catching you guys up on different
Yeah,
things or,
I'd say a big thing for us is just trying to teach people. Like
yeah,
I think that's like something we're both passionate about.
yeah, for sure.
It's like sharing knowledge,
Yeah. Because I mean, you
helping
can be
out other
you can be
people.
the smartest person in the room, but it won't matter if you're not sharing it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? You're not really
absolutely.
being helpful, you know?
Um,
So,
like I would agree with that. Like, what's the purpose of being so smart if you're not willing to give like like your time to others
right,
and
exactly.
teach?
Especially without it being attached to, hey, man, I know this thing,
Yeah,
but I want you to join my school, my my class
class
for $9.99.
299.
And two, I can teach you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like, bro, if you really know the knowledge and
yeah, share it.
you really was making that money off of what the topic that you're doing, then it should be nothing to give it free
Yeah,
because obviously you already got enough on the back end because you're making that off of what you're trying to teach. You know what I mean? So, but it's not just like just straight teaching. We want to have fun with this too, guys.
absolutely.
So it's
Like
want to make
that's
you guys laugh as we try and do big smiles and stuff like that
yeah,
too. You know, and then just watch, you know, two homies, you know, chopping it up
yeah,
and then you know having fun while
yeah.
doing it and stuff like that too. So,
Nothing worse than a boring teacher, right?
man, for real, man, pitch is just straight monotone. You like,
Like you're in the old school Charlie Brown
I
cartoons.
mean,
Wah,
yeah,
wah,
yeah, yeah.
wah, wah, wah.
You have reached the twilight zone. Over in black and white style, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? We're just like, bro, I think I'm about to go to sleep right
yeah,
now. This thing ain't even started yet, you know what I mean?
yeah.
But yeah, guys, we appreciate you guys
Yeah. So if you have
riding
questions,
along. Yeah, questions, reach out
email
to us
us.
on through the channel, through the comment section and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
we can answer questions about boots. If
Yeah,
you want to talk about dieting, maybe exercise, maybe that's something you want to get into.
yeah.
Look how big Preston is. And you're like, I want to be like him.
Just really small guy. Really small guy at 280 pounds. But let's not talk about that. Nah, but it's like it's whatever, man. Like if it's more of just like car knowledge or this guy's really knowledgeable on like bargain shopping, especially on like Coparts and all that stuff, Facebook Marketplace, finding those good deals and stuff like that too. So if there's random questions, man, just drop it and we'll try to get to everybody as best as we can,
Absolutely.
because with that being said too, I mean, we're still busy dads, you know what I'm saying? Just trying
We
to
work full-time
jobs and stuff like that too.
We're both
So
dads.
but we don't want to leave you guys hanging either. You know what I'm saying? If we can't address you guys directly, in the comments or wherever that, we'll more than likely probably look at it and make a video about it or something like that too.
If enough of you ask, like we may not reply to the comment because like we might have the idea of like, well, like a lot of these people are asking, like that's a great video idea.
Yeah, we might as well make that, you know what I mean? So but coming along on our journey, guys, like I said, to do just chopping it up, having fun, man, while we're doing it and going over our hobbies and teaching you guys wherever we can. So with that being said, we appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all staying all the way to the end. I know some of it probably sound like rambling or like that, but we appreciate you guys sticking along with us. Like, comment, subscribe, and do the whole what everybody else does, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to YouTube, you know what I'm saying? What's the little thing they say, you know what I mean?
It's like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
Until the next one.
Until the next one, guys.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys.
We'll see y'all.
You liked it, or
dude? That was actually pretty good, bro. I like that. And that felt natural, bro. It didn't feel like we.
Yeah, I felt like we were chopping it up.
Yeah. I rather